So Drone Strike's a 20-minute drama that plays out over the course of one day. It follows the life of Will, who's a family man and is also an RAF drone pilot. That entails him juggling the normality of his domestic life, but with the warped reality of firing hellfire missiles 4,000 miles away in Afghanistan. It's about one fateful decision that shatters his conviction and the consequences of that decision on a family in Helmand province.
The main reason we're making this film is we just think it's a fascinating subject. Cheap and safe aerial warfare is now a reality for the first time in history. And so if you're a Western government trying to fight a war, they seem like a really good idea. But in the countries where they're actually used, they're seen as the weapons of cowards, and that creates all sorts of issues. It makes us very unpopular. And also we're in uncharted territory as far as finding out the depth of psychological traumas that's going to hit the crews who operate these things.
We really want to make this film right now because it's very topical and it's growing all the time. It's on the news almost every week. We spent quite a lot of time to make sure the plot was as realistic as possible, and in fact some of the stories coming out of the media over the last few months do actually read like pages from our script. It is a drama, we want to entertain the audience, but we also want to give them something to think about.
We've got this far by setting aside money whatever we could and by stretching the budget as far as we could. We managed to get a great cast and crew, and now it's all shot, it's edited, and it looks fantastic. But there's still loads to do, so we really love you to get on board and help us finish the post-production.
We were lucky enough to have Frank Dow as our DP. He's a very talented cameraman and did a fantastic job in a variety of different setups, all sorts of challenging situations. So the rushes themselves look fantastic, but that doesn't tell the whole story of the film. In order to complete it, we also need some VFX. So that includes aerial shots, CGI and compositing.
And then there's the audio. We'll be doing some soundscaping to give the film that sense of immersive realism, and there'll be a little bit of ADR, which is re-recording some of the dialogue in the film. Right now I'm composing the score for the movie, which kind of sets the time and place and also gives it tension when it's needed. When all that's done, we're going to mix everything together to bring the whole thing alive and to give it that cinematic experience.
And once all the post-production is completed, our ambition is to get Drone Strike shown at as many film festivals as possible. Your contribution will help us to pay for the submission fees, the DVD copies and the press package.
So, if you're still watching this, I guess that means you want to see this film in front of audiences as much as I do. So please get involved. Together, we can get all those ever so important finishing touches done to make this film as good as it can possibly be. And if you can't donate just now, then please do share it with your friends or anyone you can think of that might be interested. Thank you very much from all of the Drone Strike team, and welcome aboard.